Hello, everybody, and welcome again to another episode of the Madroit Podcast, where it is our job to deliver short podcasts filled with marketing and sales insights that can help you level up your business. So for those who aren't in marketing all day, every day, here's what you're going to get. You're going to get actionable marketing and business nuggets that take the mystery out of marketing and help you achieve growth that will help your business be sure to level up. And today, when we are talking to a specific industry, we are talking to the lawn care industry and why marketing is so important and valuable for them. So to kick us off here, what are just kind of the different types of marketing and the different types of clients that we see the lawn care industry go after?
Yeah, absolutely. So a couple of types of business I think out there, and they may focus on a few of these, but some focus on low cost but high quantity of clients, right? And then you have some that are more niche or just focus on higher end services. So higher cost, higher ticket value, and higher quality clients over quantity. And then you, of course, have people who target commercial and residential or a combination of the both. All have challenges, all have upsides, but those are who we're talking to.
Yeah, and I think just as we talk to, if you're talking about going after quantity, those are going to be, like you said, some of your smaller ticket items, like lawn care in particular. If it's just a quick mowing service that you're looking to provide for folks, then obviously you're going to want to target that higher quantity of those. Whereas higher end landscaping projects that can range and end up being a pretty big haul for both the client, but then also for your team and your workforce. Those are going to be ones where maybe you need a little bit fewer of those jobs coming in, but ultimately those are going to be some of your higher ticket items. So what are some of the common struggles that you see in lawn care, aside from, just not enough work coming in, but what are some of the other things that we see?
Yeah, I mean, a few of them, team turnover, right? Especially because it's a seasonal business for a lot of them. Team turnover, also who you're hiring, especially for the quantity-based type of lawn care companies out there. It's tough to scale up a team and keep a team. So that's always a struggle, at least for most. Efficiency, doing things efficiently, right? If you're doing quantity, you have to do your routes quickly and efficiently with as little manpower as you can, but ultimately you need it. So it struggles there for sure. I mentioned the seasonality. What else do you think?
I think one of the things that we hear about is cash flow. So in talking to a number of business owners in this space, like, yes, when money is coming in and you're heading into the spring season or you're heading into the fall season, and you know that you're booking a lot of jobs and you have a lot of clients, it's a little bit easier to invest in things like marketing. If it's one of your more dead periods, then it may be appropriate to scale back a little bit. And I think that leads us into the seasonality of the business. Again, as if you're in the lawn care industry and you're looking at the month of January, you're probably thinking, okay, kind of a dead time. But if you're doing snow plowing, it could be a little bit different. However, when February comes around, when March comes around, and we have an eye on spring, I think that's where you really need to make sure that you have your strategy ramped up and ready to execute on. That's not the time to be thinking about it. It should be ready to go already at that point. So I think managing all of those things, right? You're running the business, you're trying to bring in more folks, you're having turnover to consider as it results to scaling the team, or basically just even trying to maintain sometimes. There's so much to consider. And that's where I think marketing can be looked at a little bit as a burden sometimes for some folks in this industry. Our goal, obviously, is we want to take some of that burden away from them if we can at all. So what are some of the no-brainers? You must do this for the lawn care industry.
Yeah, to say must, I'd say it applies to 95%, right? Like there's going to be an edge case. But for a quantity focused or even a quality focused, like local SEO and reputation, huge. I see people marketing on Facebook and Instagram exclusively, and they miss 90% of people looking to buy what they are selling, right? So local SEO and reputation, huge.
So real quick, and if I can interrupt you, local SEO. Can you just take us through what are we talking about there? People have heard the term SEO, the acronym, but if we're talking local SEO specifically and reputation, what are we talking there?
Absolutely. Great question. So local SEO, reputation management, primarily focused on Google and the local pack in Google, the local map pack. So how your business profile shows up and how you're getting reviews to help that show up higher and higher. It's an easy thing to say, hey, we've got this. We updated the profile. That used to work 5 years ago. Now it's about engaging with the platform, both yourself posting things and getting other people to engage with it too, with the reviews and responding to those. So in a nutshell, local SEO is Google business profile, marketing, and your reputation and helping grow that and foster it.
Yeah. All right. Perfect. Yeah. I think there's a lot that goes into your Google business profile and the capabilities that it has to really push your business to the forefront. So I wanted to make sure we took a little bit of time to dive in on that. Can you give us another one or two that you
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And the website's huge, right? Like
massive?
people will go to your Google business profile. They might call directly from there and never get to your site. That's great. A lot will still go to the website, see the services. Who are you? What do you say you do? And if that doesn't line up with what that person's looking for, of course, they're going to move on. So also building a relationship as every business needs to, showing some personality on the website, i.e. brand and some real people behind it. For the small companies out there trying to compete against big corporate chains, there's an opportunity there for sure. So the website's huge. What else do you think?
I think one I think that people gravitate towards automatically, and I'll take it a step further, is paid advertising. I think a lot of times they are thinking that, okay, social media, Google ads, like that is going to be the be all end all. And it is a great way for you to not only raise awareness about who you are, the services that you provide, and how you can make an impact for potential clients, but also I think making sure that you're set up on what do they do? What happens once they click on that paid ad, right? Is it just a form fill quick that they have on social? Does it take them back to your website where they can get more information, where they can sign up to talk to you and set up a meeting, or they can get a call or a quote from you? So making that process frictionless, easy for you as the provider of this service to maintain from a business aspect, but also for me as the client, please just make it easy for me. If I want to talk to you, I want to see your phone number in a nice, easy place for me to see that and call you. If I only want a quote from you, take me right to your form so that I can give you all the information that you need to give me the best possible quote. So, and then of course, response time, absolutely crucial when we're
Massive.
talking about that. So I think if there's opportunity for you to bring in automation into that, to at least acknowledge that I've communicated, that you've received my communication and that you're going to be reaching out to me, I think that is very important. If you can take it a step further and have automation get to the point of where it's generating the quotes for you based on the information that you obtain in the form, that's even better. So I think things like that, responsiveness, your presence online, be it website, be it social, ultimately lead to customer retention and customer growth, which I think are just crucial elements to the success of your lawn care business.
Oh, absolutely. And, not everything's for every business, right? Like automation is amazing if you're going after quantity. If you want to go after quality, higher ticket items, sure, you might want more hands on, but the automations in the background to allow you to do that really efficiently have to be there, right?
Yes.
To be successful, right? Like if you're trying to scale up a company at all, it needs to be there. Using a FSM tool similar to a CRM, right? To manage job quotes, scheduling the team, communications, invoicing, estimates, all these things, right? Like it's so important, and making sure it's aligned with your website and your marketing, critical.
So again, as you just kind of said there with your FSM tool, your field service management tool, that is a great way to help you not only improve efficiencies, but it kind of gets you away from, the sticky notes on the side of your computer, or if it's, the spreadsheet that you're trying to maintain to keep up with the customers that are asking for your service, your FSM can set up reminders for you. It can set up automations for you to help you stay in front of clients, to help keep things top of mind that, hey, Mrs. Smith, she's still waiting on that quote from, she asked for yesterday. That there's that landscaping job on 123 Main Street that you need to get back with them to go check that out and be on site. Your FSM can really give all of that to you in one centralized location. So it essentially helps with everything from communication organization to make sure that you're delivering on time, but then also that you are operating as efficiently as possible. So just great ways from an operational standpoint to make sure that you're getting the most out of your business.
Absolutely. And tying that into the marketing while you're in it, right? Like the follow-ups after a job is done, asking for a review, email marketing, text marketing in those platforms. Not all of them do it, but some do. And we help, clients do that too. And it's so important because you enable your team to contribute and help with that. Whereas if you have too much friction internally to do some of those things, it's just not going to get done. Like looking at your team, what are their skill sets if they're out there working and communicating with clients direct, hopefully get them logging in the app and going about it that way. It's easy just to have them while they're in there, follow up with those review steps and those email communications, the update, hey, I'm on my way, reminders, things people really, really appreciate. And you make it easy for the team to do so. It's a great way to help build that referral part of the business, which is critical, and the upsell part of the business, which is critical, especially when you're doing the quantity focused, right? Like, what is the upsell here?
Yes. As the proud owner of two rather large dogs, if you're showing up to my house to provide a service unannounced, my dogs and I are most likely not going to be the most appreciative of you showing up, as they will be barking nonstop until you leave. So I think that's a huge piece there for sure. So
Yeah.
I think just overall, how do you build a successful lawn care business based on some of the things that we've talked about here, Win?
Yeah, I mean, how to succeed, right? Like you need to build something that's sustainable because most people in the lawn care business don't want to be mowing lawns the next 20 years, right? If they want to scale, like they definitely don't. So building something that is sustainable and profitable is challenging but doable in lawn care. Marketing efficiently is a big component of that. We've addressed a lot of that, right? But like timely marketing, consistent marketing throughout the year, but you don't want to put all your budget equally spread out through the whole year,
Right.
right? So like you have to pick and choose effectively when and what you're doing and why you're doing it is the big driver there, the big objective, right? So, and you mentioned earlier, getting help earlier than you think, right? Thinking seasonality. If you're thinking about it a month before, sure, you could get someone to do it potentially, but if you're ahead of the game, you can take advantage of the market in a much better way, much more cost-effective way, and then have that same system or marketing campaign ready to tweak for the next year.
Yeah, 100%. I think, we've seen this with lawn care companies that we've worked with, and you see the budget scale up during the busier times, scale back during the not so busy times. That's a completely normal thing to do. But what you don't want to do is completely shut down everything, because even when you think, okay, it's the dead of winter, nobody's going to be looking for it. Well, it's the dead of winter. Everybody's inside. Everybody's been staring at all of their landscaping that they see all summer. Like, man, I really should be thinking about that. I should be preparing for that. So just remember, folks are always looking. They're always thinking. They're always searching. And there's opportunities around every corner.
Absolutely. And actually, thinking about it, one of the clients we worked with recently, they did come to us a bit late, but we're here to help, right? Like we want to help businesses succeed. So we launched their brand, their website, their Google business profile, paid ad campaign, and their local SEO campaign all within about 2 months. Pretty crazy, right? Like they're existing business, but we filled their whole route that first campaign doing the paid ads in the local SEO. Huge, right? But we got them to the website so they could easily get a quote or submit to get a quote, pick up the phone and call. We know what was working and we filled their whole route. We didn't have to run ads the whole season because we filled the whole route. And
Yeah.
then it's a cool spot. They were at a point to decide, do we want to hire more people and get another route going? Or do we want to pause it and shut it down for now? Which that's what they decided to do. But the next year we got to fill 2 routes because we had what we needed in place. So really cool stuff. Marketing can make a huge, huge difference, of course.
Yeah, I would agree. And I think that's a cool story to share, because obviously it's marketing success, which is great, but also it's business success. And that's what we ultimately strive for, right? We're creating real partnerships here with our clients and making huge impacts for their business.
Yeah.
All right, friends, with that is our episode for today. So please, if you can, make ssure to like and subscribe to the podcast wherever and however you listen to your podcast. And if you have any questions you want us to talk about on the pod or want to get in touch with us, please visit madroitmarketing.com/podcast. Thank you all for watching or listening. Have a great day.